Hello my loves, I'm Ellie Frost. Thank you so much for being on my channel, where we are talking about the multi-dimensional approach to rapidly and radically healing and transforming during and after narcissistic abuse. And on this video, what I'm going to talk to you about is rewiring your belief systems after narcissistic abuse, right? And first of all, I just want to break down things very simply so we understand how things work. Right? We've got our conscious brain, we've got our subconscious brain, and we've got our energetic field. We've got a bit more than that, multidimensionally, but let's just focus on those three things because they're very important in transformation. Now, your conscious brain is what you are aware you're thinking every day. Generally, most people are going to be operating from their subconscious, not conscious, 95% of the time, unless they choose to start changing their belief systems, right? Which is part of the work I do with people. Your subconscious is like autopilot, right? It's like when you've programmed the car to go on a route and it just knows how to get there, so you don't have to worry. You know, you can just put go home and the car knows which way to go. And it's very useful because we don't have to relearn things, right? But what we don't always appreciate is the subconscious mind it's our autopilot and it runs on autopilot. So when things happen in our life, the subconscious mind makes decisions, energetic decisions about, and I'll explain that in a minute, how the world works, what you get to do, be and have, and things about you and your environment. So many of those decisions we're not aware of, and they run the show. You don't realize they run the show, yeah? Often it's your subconscious beliefs that will trigger emotions in you that you won't understand. Well, why am I feeling this way, right? Now, anything the mind thinks and what feelings you might have because of it are real, but doesn't mean they're true. If you're in the fear mind, it's real, but it's not true. Most fears are complete lies. And so here's the challenge and something to be aware of. When we can become more conscious, then we can start looking at, but honestly, it's much better to work on your energy much quicker. It's much quicker to do the work I teach you in Sovereign and with my private clients, right? It's the fast track than to try and work out what all your subconscious beliefs are. So let me just explain that first. For most people that go to these seminars and people put them in rooms and say, write down what you think you believe about your mother. And they have to really dig hard and think about or what you believe about money. It's really hard for the human being to do that. It's the long way round as well. Because when you remove the core traumas, and there's not that many, you might have a lot of traumatic experiences in your life, but the actual root cause, the actual root traumas, there's not that many. When you remove that, you think differently. Many of your subconscious thoughts are because of your trauma, especially strong energetic decisions like, I will never do that again. When it's things that you actually would like to have in your life, like a relationship or, you know, go for a new opportunity. So trying to figure out everything that's in your mind is the long way round, working on your energy first and then reprogramming your mind as a solid foundation to support your dreams, your desires and your potential is what I do with people because it's the fast track. But when your subconscious makes a decision, and by the way, what you don't consciously reject, your subconscious all the time when you're receiving information, data from the world, which is a lot every day, you don't realize it, we don't realize it. I mean, this is geeky, but it's estimated we have 65,000 thoughts a day. It all sounds big, but I promise you, in my work, it's just so quick to change. It's the quickest way I've ever found to change it. I've done personal development for years. Energy first, then we reset the mind. But in any case, because let me get into it. A lot of stuff, constructs, are not our true nature that the subconscious adopts, you know? It's not actually normal to live in fear. It's been normalized, but it's not normal. It's not normal to worry about money all the time, but it's been normalized. It's not normal to not know that you can create your own reality to a large extent in co-creation with the divine, into beautiful relationships, abundant living, actually having what you want in your life. It's not normal to not believe in any of that. It's been normalized. It's not normal to live in fear at all. It's certainly not normal to not go towards your desires and your dreams and where your intuition is heading you. It's not normal to the human nature. So it's been culturally normalized, but it's against our true nature. So when we remove the trauma, you actually come into your truth, which is abundance, which is joy, which is self-expression, which is wanting to go for things again, which is living a life that matters and is meaningful to you, not one of treading water and just trying to get by, and certainly not one tolerating abuse. In any case, so when the subconscious makes one of these decisions, it's not what happened, it's what your mind has made it mean. So, for example, if my mother, which she was really mean and abusive during my whole life, I didn't know what I'd made that mean. What had I made it mean? I'm unlovable. I need to overgive. I need to be shy. I need to shut up. Anything that I do that's good embarrasses people. Yeah? If I look good, it embarrasses people, because my mother used to be very jealous of me as I was growing up as a teenager, and I didn't understand it. But, real jealousy. Nothing I do is good enough. You make it mean something. We can also say we're in hostile, abusive environments, we can start, and we say we've had a lot of narcissists in our life, because until we understand this, we really can be a target. I'm a target because I'm a light worker. The dark always come for the light, And now I know what it is. I don't take it personally, but I used to take it personally. I used to make it mean people don't like me. I used to make it mean people like to bully me. I used to make it mean, honestly, the worst moment of my life, well, one of the hardest things was the more light I shone, I didn't realize that the demons are the demons anyway, right? It's not me causing them to be like that, but I did think it was my fault. I thought by me being happy, by me being kind, by me being light, just my presence, just my energy, because it irritates demons. I used to think it was me, and I used to think if that is my cause and effect, if I have that effect on people, then I need to just hide, because I don't want people to feel bad. I don't want them to feel jealous. I don't want them to be mean to me. What they were jealous of, I never even understood. But it was just like, it's not that they're jealous of what you have. They want you to have nothing, because I get it clean. I make my money in ways that align with my soul. I always have. I've never compromised that. And even if I've been broke, I've always never dumped my integrity. I have made mistakes in narcissistic abuse. I have, with people who it was out of integrity for me to be around. And I had validation for it, which I didn't understand, like you might have, that I used to say, well, it's because I love them, and it's because I want to heal them, and it's because I believe in their potential. But all of that wasn't love. I had to understand love, like the love I teach on this channel, which is love does not exist where I am allowing myself to be devalued, invalidated, abused, exploited in any way, and I'm actually part of an energetic thread that is allowing that person, that demon, to be the worst of them, the worst of me and the worst of them. That is not love. I had to understand what love was, because love is always in the context of what's good for me, what's good for you, what's good for the highest good, and the highest good is not us fueling these dynamics. So when I understood that, because literally the universe, God, the divine slapped me in the face so many times so I could wake up, and I needed to see it. They were showing me what these things were, like what evil is, what demons are, what narcissism really is. And it was the only way. I'd stopped trying to heal them. So anyway, so what have we made it mean subconsciously? Why did we stay with the abuser, right? What have I made it mean? I can't support myself. I can't be independent. All lies. I need them. I love them. This is what love means subconsciously. I had that for my parents for years. I love my parents, so it means I must sacrifice myself. It's the opposite of what love is. So all of this subconscious stuff, by the way, in these abuse cycles, I can pretty much tell what you'll have, because they're not, again, like, however many traumatic experiences you've had, you've only got a few root traumas, which I can help you literally like weeds unplug. And when you unplug them, you come back to your true nature, and now you can create belief systems and frameworks subconsciously that support you. With the subconscious mind, right, even though it might feel like a lot, actually it's coming down to some root core energetic decisions we've made, not just in our mind, but in our energy system, that are the very solid foundations, the very core subconscious beliefs we're actually running our lives by, not realizing it. Yeah? If you repeat cycles, so for example, you get out of one job, go into the next one, but the same kind of thing keeps happening. They don't promote you, they don't blah, 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 listen to you. You move around and the same things keep happening to you over and over again. This is the part that you've got to rework. In the energy field, which is the healing part, is just removing the distortion, which is what I'm really good at doing with people, and then reprogramming the belief system consciously associated. Because even when you heal, right, so you've actually taken away the trauma, the mind still remembers. There's like an echo of like what you used to believe. So the mind has to learn to operate from a new framework. There is absolutely no point. No point. It's the long way round, the longest way round. It could take years and you could get nowhere just papering over cracks, which is what so many people try and do. They don't understand the foundation work, which is what I take them through, which doesn't take me long. 2 to 3 weeks, we've got a good foundation, so that then they can reset. If you don't rip this shit out at the core, you're building on a shaky foundation. And what happens is the subconscious will push against it. Happened to me so many times, which is why you get feast and famine, or things just start going wrong, because the resistance in your body and your subconscious is so strong to the new life you're trying to create. It will take you out. It will take you under until you clear it. Right? I hope that makes sense. So if you want to come into Sovereign, I'm going to close it at the end of this week. It's your last chance for this round. It's all self-paced, but I feel like this is the time to catch up with it. You don't have to. Everyone's doing it at their own pace anyway, but this is the right time to come in, because you can still come in at a good time to get everything done and help me. And I support that group heavily, you see, for a few weeks until probably the end of June. And there's Q&A this weekend. I've got private coaching. Any comments and questions, let me know. What I find extraordinary in my work, and which I knew in my soul, is this stuff that people are spending years not actually getting through doesn't take that long to clear. 6 weeks is Sovereign, 6 weeks is my one-on-one for this type of work, for relationships and reset. And I do other stuff like coaching with people that is longer, because it's about their long-term strategies and stuff in life. But this one, for the actual core healing, getting yourself reset and on a strong foundation, 6 weeks. 6 weeks. Because it doesn't have to take that long when you know exactly the right tool for the right job, the right root cause to rip out and what to put in instead. When you know that, this is extraordinary, because things can move very quickly in your life. So I'm sending you a big hug. Lots of love, guys. I'll speak to you soon.